Kitchens, their offensive coordinator, taking over after Todd Haley was fired. A little misdirection play here. Duke Johnson, first down, running more. Breaking tackles out past the 30-yard line and his knee down there. Where does Mayfield go here on 3rd and 5? That pass over the middle is caught, but Johnson is short of the first down mark. Little dynamic between these two men who are so close. And Jackson's such an invaluable part of this staff for a second time. Here is Driscoll. Another guy can run. First down to get it going for Cincinnati. Driscoll's run gets him out past the 37. First down to give here to Mixon, who begins the day as the leading rusher in the AFC. 3rd and 4. Driscoll, read option, trying to run for it. Needed the 47. We'll see where the officials spot the football. Elected to the Pro Bowl since Rob Burnett. All the way back in 95. Fake punt. Marvin Lewis rolling the dice. And it pays off for Cincinnati. 1st and 10 from inside Browns territory. Driscoll under pressure. Gets it away. Somehow the pass is caught. That's Giovanni Bernard. Bobbled it and caught it.
But he hesitated, and the Browns made the play.
On 2nd and 6, this is Mixon again. And 4 from just outside the Cleveland 42. Here they come again, and Driscoll is sacked. Football loose. Cincinnati has recovered. Hard snap count, could be a free play for Mayfield. The Cleveland high pass. It is caught. What a catch by Rashard Higgins.
That is a young wide receiving core for the Browns.
And it sets up the play action here. Dangerous pass by Mayfield, nearly intercepted. That's because Jordan Evans is out with an ankle injury today. Hardy Nickerson making the start at the Mike linebacker position. That pass is caught. Higgins off and running. There is a marker thrown back at the Cincinnati 40.
Pass interference. Offense, number 81.
Right now, you do tend to complain a little bit too much, I'd say, for the defense, but I'm with you on that one. That pass from Mayfield intended for Landry is dropping as they begin from their 30. Little misdirection here. John Ross once again in a starting role without A.J. Green and Tyler Boyd. Huge call early in this game. Wiped away a 55-yard connection between Higgins and Mayfield as Mixon is blown up.
No safeties back, but they drop out.
Driscoll under pressure, somehow escapes. Driscoll with a magic trick thrown on the run, and it's incomplete.
In coverage, you can expect that ball to be fit in a tight window.
Here's Nick Chubb breaking the initial tackle. Chubb finding the edge, so dangerous. Came on their final drive as they were able to win at Denver and then their long losing streak against the Broncos. Here is Landry. Some more misdirection by Kitchens and this.
And a guy that you've got to deal with if you're a defensive player.
Here he is again, the 35th overall pick in the draft. He has better fashion taste than you do already.
Yes, she does, and she should.
No surprise there. Mayfield to get the second quarter started. To the air. That is Higgins who had the big catch wiped away due to a penalty early.
5 or 6 games.
On Austin's defense, they have been decimated by injuries this season. There's something he couldn't overcome. That catch by Johnson trying to stretch. You like them going for it?
Absolutely. Why not?
Williams rolls the dice again. Mayfield all day to throw. First down catch.
To extend the play, especially down here in the red zone.
Here is Chubb. Or just got his feet tangled up.
You don't always see from any quarterback, let alone a young one.
On 2nd and goal, Cincinnati able to get Chubb short of the end zone.
Allow him to extend this play because that's where he's at his best.
See how good they've been under Williams in the red zone. That pass is caught. Njoku for the touchdown.
Driscoll.
Browns coming hard again, and Driscoll is dumped. Hard to believe there was actually some backlash. Of course, everyone clamoring for Bradley Chubb, but things have worked out. Here is Landry. He's going to throw it down the field. Has his man, and it's caught. It's Brashad Perriman.
Execution from the veteran wide receiver.
That sets him up 1st and goal. Here is Chubb finding the edge. Chubb lunges end zone and appears to be just short. Still can't get over that pass by Landry. 2nd and goal. Little play action from Mayfield. Throws to the end zone. It's caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Darren Fells and Mayfield squeezing it into a very tight space. Mayfield never needs any extra added motivation, but Hugh Jackson over on the other side is that extra point off the up down a little bit, but he has brought such a presence to this franchise and this team in that locker room as Mixon able to wiggle free. Bengals desperate need of some offense here to get Driscoll attention. As of last night, Tennessee's victory, the first December sellout here in nearly a decade as that pass by Driscoll is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense number 21.
Showed blitz, but then dropped out into coverage.
This time on 3rd and 9, that pass again thrown in Ross's direction. Kurt Warner and Brad Johnson. As this stellar rookie campaign continues, Mayfield on the pass to get this drive started. And it is complete to Fells, who had the touchdown. He's really developed that bond so quickly with Mayfield and some of his young players. As Kitchens calls a run play here. On 1st and 10, Mayfield delivering from the gun here, and that is caught. That's Perriman.
Back and really a productive receiver in this offense, except Rashad Perriman.
There is Chubb breaking tackles. And the rookie showing the wheels inside Bengals territory. So far, he'll get a breather here with Duke Johnson on the field. And Johnson takes the direct snap. Little trickery from Kitchens. Bengals able to recover for their last 5 games. Most wins in the season since 2014. Here's Johnson able to duck inside the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Believe that you have to pressure Mayfield and make him get rid of the ball.
Browns have all 3 of their timeouts left. Want to run that clock down here, 20 seconds. And Greg Joseph on for the chip shot field goal, and he is right down.
Their training facility for completion, so just not a lot of opportunity to throw the ball.
Looks like maybe a miscommunication on that fake handoff to Mixon, and Driscoll takes a hard hit for Cincinnati. So 3rd and 17 after the penalty. Driscoll protected well this time, and that pass is complete. First catch of the day for Cody Core, meeting against these Browns back in Week 12. Driscoll on 2nd and 6. Well covered. Here's Mixon out of the backfield. By far the best looking drive for Cincinnati today. Mixon unable to break the initial tackle. Here they come. Well covered by the Bengals, and that pass by Driscoll nearly picked. Here's Chubb. Well, how'd you like to be Baker Mayfield in Cleveland? Here you are, the #1 overall. Looks like the future is certainly bright for Mayfield in his franchise. A couple of pump fakes here going far side of the field, and it is caught.
Man coverage, he's going to throw it to your man, and more often than not, it's on the money.
There's Duke Johnson cutting back a couple of times. It's Nick Chubb resetting from the top of your picture. Here's the rookie, gaping hole up the middle. Inside Bengals. Some more misdirection. This is Dontrell Hilliard. First time we've called his number today.
Browns have come through with big plays in the second part of the season.
Another run play called here to Chubb State, and had an incredible 1-year experience on Parcells' staff there in 06. Mayfield back to the end zone, and it's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to put pressure on Mayfield.
On 3rd and 4, little sidearm delivery. It's Higgins. Higgins inside the 5, lunging, touchdown! A Herculean effort by Higgins for the Browns touchdown. Last week that led to their go-ahead score, and that has continued. Driscoll able to go right back into the direction of Core, who's brought down at the 4.
Into a quality quarterback.
Mixon able to duck and lunge ahead. Princeton graduate, played defensive back as an Ivy Leaguer for the Tigers. As this is C.J. Uzama on the catch.
Rare considering the head coach was fired.
And 2nd and 1. Looks like the Bengals and Mixon will. Driscoll, a lot of velocity on that pass. It's caught. That's Erickson, childhood friend of Blake Bortles. He's a terrific baseball prospect. As Mixon shot out of a cannon.
Game.
Here they come again. Quick release. Bernard on the key safety in the box. What a talent leveled by Peppers. Driscoll escapes initially, and then he is buried. At some moments in a game winner against the Bucs back in Week 8. And this kick on target and it is
versatile weapon on the defense.
Mayfield play action. Goes underneath here to the tight end Fells, who had the touchdown catch in the first half.
Or last season, but they paved the way. But they did some good things to set this team up for the future.
Mayfield's going to try to run for it. Needed the 46, and he has it. Mayfield gunning it. Going right back to Landry, who's now inside Cincinnati territory. Stadium this loud for a December game in an awfully long time here in Cleveland. Mayfield trying to go back shoulder. Surgical. More from Baker. 3rd and 8. Mayfield protected well again. Everyone covered down the field, so he's going to run for it. Needs the 18. Extends. Does he have it? Marvin Lewis challenging the spot. The call on the field was upheld, so it is a Browns first down.
To the Browns offensive line with how they've been able to deal with guys like Geno Atkins and Carlos Dunlap.
Cleveland. Well within the field goal range of their kicker, Greg Joseph, who actually missed one earlier. Mayfield throwing across his body again. It's caught. That 63-yard pass earlier in the game by Landry. 4 catches for Landry, 47 yards.
I can't believe it. The way they are playing right now. Oh, what a scary football team.
On his way out in Baltimore, he gets the contract extension. And the Ravens suddenly are a serious contender. Oh, how about that pass by Driscoll?
Erickson comes down with the ball.
Driscoll hands off here to Mixon. Eternal search for a quarterback appears to be over here. Here's Driscoll trying to turn some heads over these final couple of weeks of the season. Nicely done there to C.J. Uzomah.
Because he can't take that kind of punishment.
I hope he's okay. He's being evaluated now in that blue medical tent. Driscoll to the end zone. Back corner, it's caught. What a grab by Uzomah for the touchdown. Going to try to run that clock down, Chubb, and of course, 4. Mayfield's pass a little bit behind Landry and incomplete. It's long hours, but he actually got home early a couple of weeks ago and told us that punt is blocked. So a rare bright spot for the Bengals.
Let the Bengals have some success.
Well, could the Bengals perhaps make this a little bit more interesting? Uzomah on the catch. He's got lead blockers. Driscoll here from the gun. Trying to get them back into the end zone. Here is Mixon. Full head of steam.
And here you go. Driscoll set up inside the 5-yard line.
Driscoll evades the sack initially to the end zone. It's caught. John Ross for the touchdown. So the Bengals not going quietly.
Leg action or sprint out pass to allow Driscoll to use his legs.
Driscoll fakes to Mixon. Back of the end zone. It is caught. Core.
Step up, get in the backfield and make a play.
And Cleveland's going to try to run it out here on the ground as Chubb, as we get a mark.
Defense, number 79.
On the sideline. With 2:46 left in counting. Chubb again. Clock. But they will have to snap it. Run it down to 1. Mayfield throwing on the run, and it is caught. Boy, a very tight space to Njoku. It's a foot race. Njoku finally tracked down.
Unbelievable, too. I can't believe it. Indianapolis looking like one of the better teams in the league. It's an unbelievable December that we're dealing with right now. There's so much good stuff going on in the NFL. Great time to be a fan.
Greg Williams continues on what has been a terrific run since taking over for Hugh Jackson as those two embrace. Williams now 5-2 as their interim head coach.